activity in order.
EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live third-round coverage of the BioWare Classic. It is just an ideal day for golf. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports. We're getting set for all the action this afternoon at Wetlands Golf and Country Club in Florida. And this is certainly a challenge, Frank.
It is. We really should rename it Drylands because that's the way you want to play this golf course. If you're not dry, then you are going to be wet. That swampland is just all the way around this golf course. In between it, though, is fairway. So fairway, the goal all day today.
And as always, with the state of Florida, you have to factor in the changing winds. We're off and running here, and let's take you down to the action at hole number 1. Warm-ups are done, first 2 rounds in the book, and Frank, this is where careers are made on the weekends at these kinds of championships.
This is also what you hope for too in professional golf. You know you've got your good stuff. We've seen that through the first 2 days. Put yourself in a great position. Just 36 holes to go. You're looking at that first hole and what the weekend might unfold. That's the beauty of this game.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Good swing, good shot yet again. This hole really sets up well for the player. Birdie yesterday, and a chance for another one today. Birdie try again here today. Had a nice birdie on this hole yesterday.
Just when you think you're going to make birdie, now have to really concentrate on this and at least make par.
So a tester from 4 feet. Frank, a par here, that's just fine. Now to the second, par 3, 225 yards. Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up. Safely on the dance floor.
trying to move on with a par in his pocket. That is a solid par putt right there. The third hole here at the Wetlands is a par 4, 460 yards. Frank, it appears to be a pretty straightforward tee shot.
It is, and actually, Rich, when I was watching the Web.com event here, this is where I saw those young, talented players really take advantage of a hole like this. Just ramrod straight. They teed it up and just ripped it down there, and these are the sort of holes they can often make 3 on. Bunkers sort of short, left and right. Plenty of green to work with. A nice, high-flying second shot will be well rewarded here.
Yeah, about 145 yards left here. Good strike right there, right off the center of the face and about 20 feet away. Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie.
That may have been a bit too much to ask for there, that distance putt, Frank.
Yeah, it's fine to be greedy before you hit the putt, but after you've hit it, 2 from that distance is fine. Even par, currently.
He's made it. For those of you just tuning in, we're checking in now on our featured golfer here at the 4th. Frank, this would be a good time to get it going. Made some pars to this point, but if you want to win, you have to make birdies.
Rich, I think the thought of winning has to be removed from one's psyche right now. You've just got to worry about what's in front of you. It just looks confused, forgetting about playing the actual game itself. Winning happens by a series of good shots. Let's get back to the basics of playing golf.
Ready for a second shot, trying to knock it on the green. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Those keep the round going, those par putts. Now to the 5th hole here at the Wetlands. Par 5, 635 yards. A lot going on here, Frank.
The shorter hitters don't really worry about the swampland on the left because it really only cuts in to worry the longer hitters if you want to try and reach this par 5 and 2. So shorter hitters, 2 good shots, set up a wedge shot. Longer hitters, are you straight enough to hit it into the narrowest part of the fairway?
Wow, he moved that a long ways right in the fairway. Right in the heart of the fairway, green light special. Frank, this is good golfing weather. Nice, strong breeze. That appeared to be a good strike right there, Frank.
Oh, good. It's just towering. Look at that hanging in the sky.
That's how the best in the world play it, Frank.
Well, I feel a little lucky that it went in, but it was always going to be close.
Par 4 6th here at the Wetlands, 440 yards and water to deal with.
2 choices here, Rich. Lay it up, short of the Wetlands, or, well, chance it, brave enough, tee it up, and flash it across the Wetlands. They're just a mesh. It's gone for a little extra.
Come on now.
Powering up here.
Come on. Good golf ball. Favorite torch superhero, Fantastic Four, Marvel. Shout out to my girl, we lost
Let's go.
Certainly is.
Also, the power of the
He
cosmos.
has put himself in an excellent position with a beautiful tee shot. And now a good look at the green. Good looking shot right here. Birdie try up next. This for another birdie on this hole on the week. It's a good looking putt right here. You might like it.
Let's get it. Let's go. Let's how I get it done.
Get in the hole.
Can you believe that?
Here's another scoring opportunity, Frank. A par 5. The 7th is just a shade under 600 yards.
And it bends gently to the left, Rich. Longer hitters can obviously get home. Nothing really to be worrying about with that second shot if you can reach. The wetlands are well to the right of the shot for the second shot.
Ball.
But if you want to play to the three-shotter, then that's a very safe conservative way. It really shouldn't cause you any problems whatsoever.
That's nice to roll in a 25-footer now and then. Those feel good. But still, there's nothing like hitting that perfect tee ball. Long and straight.
Yeah, you can puff out your chest, last to play, the advantage, holes shorter. Basically, the list goes on.
On the green in regulation. Good chunk of real estate here, 22 feet away. Frank, that's not one you're necessarily thinking about making.
No, just a good putt, though. There's no two ways about that. He's putting well.
Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Down it, that's a birdie. On to the 8th, it's a par 3, 203 yards. What's going on here, Frank?
Interesting par 3, really. It looks anything other than a straightaway hole. That bunker short of this green gives you like an optical illusion. You think it's lapping up with the front of this green, but there's actually sort of 3 or 4 yards before you get to the putting surface. A little bit of a drop off behind this green, and it narrows out the deeper the green gets. So a tricky little par 3.
Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Oh, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Finishing up the front side here at the Wetlands Golf and Country Club with a par 5, 621 yards. Wow, Frank, look at that one run out. Just blistered that tee shot.
Well, that has to be 325 if it's an inch.
Now from a good position in the fairway, his second shot. Frank, this is an important approach shot because our featured player was really good early, a little bit shaky of late. this is a point in time where you need to get it back.
Yeah, you almost need to stop, just stand still for a second, almost just flush it out, because at the moment you're starting to look right and left at the trouble. Let's get back to what worked. Let's start looking where we want the ball to go, where the flag is, and start going there. Well, there's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
You can't hide the flagstick from that man.
He is just unbelievable, that never deviated offline.
Birdie putt coming up. Had a par on this hole yesterday. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie. And what a day it's been. Just a superb performance on the front side. He's hoping to keep it going here on the back nine, Frank.
The game is so much easier when you're swinging well, putts are going in. Really, you've just got to keep out of your own way.
Early part of this back nine and a good approach shot. And now we'll have this for birdie. He really likes this hole. Made birdie yesterday. Can he do it again today? Now, that was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
Sadly, he's going to be disappointed.
In for par. Par 4-11. Frank, we're looking at 443 yards.
Yeah, the Wetlands Golf Course is a really good driving course. This is another example here, Rich, where the fairway's just wide enough to reward a good tee shot, and then those two bunkers don't really come into play. But Wetlands becomes very difficult when you just start to stray a little bit off the fairway. Then you start to see why those bunkers are put there.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. And this shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
That will be a great look at birdie. Locked in on the read and the speed. Good putt. Stepping up to the tee at the first par 5 on this back nine. It's the 12th, and it is 576 yards.
Yeah, this hole bends to the right, opposite direction to what 11 does. A good tee shot, and you can actually think about reaching this par 5 or 2, but anything around the front or front left, still going to leave a relatively simple
Golf ball.
pitch shot. So when you stand on that tee,
My girl
think of
Blanche
birdie
got the
at
model.
least here.
She claims on to with the power of the cosmos.
Wow, that is a monster drive down there, about 315 yards. Second from an excellent lie. Had a birdie here yesterday, in there close. Great opportunity for another one. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. Well, that was a bold effort at eagle there, Frank.
Oh, you got to applaud him there, though. You're going for eagle, there's no way he was going to leave it short.
That's the idea. Just knock it in. Now to the par 4 13th. Frank, what are the options here?
Well, another straight one required here, Rich. At 450, it's not overly long in today's standard, but still, that fairway widens up where the longer hitters will actually hit. And bunkers, once again, short of a green. So as long as you can fly that second shot to at least the front of the green, then they really do not come into play.
Great lie, and what a great shot. He has really hit it a long way. Well, a nice lie in the fairway, just 135 yards left. This is a good-looking shot. That is a beauty, a real beauty. 12 feet still to go.
Oh, Rich, that was a huge putt. You don't expect to make them from that distance.
Good par 3 here at the 14th. It's a little bit more than 200 yards, Frank.
And there's a bunker short, so you've got to fly that coming in there. And if you do miss time one, that's when that body of water to the right really comes into play. Typical Floridian golf, but high-flying, soft-landing tee shot, once again, is the goal.
All right, hold on one.
Just a superb shot.
You're not going to see much better than that all day today.
Birdie try again here today. That finds the bottom of the cup. We'll call that a birdie. Final par 5 on the backside here at the Wetlands. It's 590 yards.
Which is really a tempting yardage. A good tee shot, perhaps think of reaching the par 5 and 2. But this green well protected by 3 bunkers, 2 on the left side and 1 short right. But fortune favours the brave. That's what I was told.
Flame on! Golf ball. To the human torch. Our realize it's getting low. Some flames on also. It's proud of Cosmos.
Nice long tee shot there and a good lie, Frank. Now the second shot to the par 5. On the 15th green in regulation, but not yet in the hole. This is about a 30-footer, and he'll look at it from a couple of different angles just to try to get a feel for it. So a long putt there and just didn't read it quite right. Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie. And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Moving to the 16th hole here at the Wetlands, 455-yard par 4, and you can see, Frank, that green is heavily guarded.
And consequently, you're really going to have to judge that second shot. Know your yardage, and also a good strike's required to safely keep the ball on the putting surface.
Frank, this is a way to make golf easy when you can hit it that deep.
Oh, I'm going to say, I know that first number's a 3. I'm guessing the second one's a 2. Let's call it 320.
Settles in, looking to knock it in tight. Frank, you played in conditions all over the world. Here come the winds now. What's the mindset?
Well, this is really what separates the men from the boys. This is where you've got to tell yourself, and it's an advantage to you. Obviously, the scores will go up a little bit. given the conditions. But once again, this is going to suit the stronger player today.
You like the old phrase, swing easy when it's breezy?
Definitely when you're hitting it into a head breeze. But down breeze, tee it up a little bit, try and ride that wind some more.
Not a gimme, but well within his range. Score that, a birdie. Here we go at the 17th. It's a par 3, and it takes one good strike. That's what you like about par 3s of this length, Frank. 238 yards. Can't fake it here.
You certainly can't, and that green just shapes a little bit to the player's right. So the best shot to hit in here would be a little draw. And that is also the avenue provided by those two bunkers. One short left and the other one back right.
Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. That is a really good shot landing close to the flagstick. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. No problems there.
Yeah, keeps the round going, keeps the momentum on his side.
Final hole here at the Wetlands Golf and Country Club. It's par 4. It's not a long one, 377 yards. There must be some trouble out there somewhere.
Well, not really if you keep your wits about you. Just position the tee shot. You don't have to hit driver down here. Even a 3-wood's only going to leave a short iron. If you hit the 3-wood 250, 260 yards, do the maths, it's only 120 yards left. With that, with a scoring club, try and get that inside 10, 15 feet. Finish with a birdie.
But if you stray, then what?
Oh, no, we don't think of straying on this hole. This is the last hole. Got to finish well.
But I'm thinking about gators. Are there gators out there?
Well, there's gator on the menu.
Really in control of this hole. Birdie yesterday and another opportunity on the way. We'll make birdie if this drops. I thought that was in.
Yeah, it looked good. I mean, line, pace. It's hard to be critical of that.
So a tester from 4 feet.
Comfortably knocks it in.
Frank, that front page of the leaderboard has been looking good all week.
You're exactly right, Rich. I think our winner is certainly going to come from that list right now. I'm excited for tomorrow's final round.
1 million experience. That's a lot. That's about me. I appreciate that. Alright, CPT Naruto. Over and out. And also today is today is January 3rd, 2020. And shout out to all the football games tomorrow. Playoff games this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Today's Friday. Playoff games on January 4th, 2020 and January 5th, 2020. And it's going to be amazing, exciting, pretty fresh. Got the Bills versus the Texans tomorrow, along with the Titans versus the Patriots. Then on Sunday, The Minnesota Vikings are at the New Orleans Saints, and the Seattle Seahawks are at the Philadelphia Eagles. So it's gonna be perfect, and it's gonna be perfect all around. And shout out to that. And with all that being said, 2020 is about to be an amazing year. It's about to be a perfect year. 2020 is a perfect year. Shout out to last year also, 2019, amazing year. And December 31st, 2019, Jewish New Year's Eve. Seeing the ball drop in New York and all that. Pretty exciting, pretty amazing. And pretty fresh. And Joyce, Happy New Year. 2020. We here. Alright. I just want to acknowledge all that. And CBT Naruto. Over and out.